As you know, mostly on my channel I have kind of traditional rifles, whatever that means. But once in a while I have a chance to test something that's, let's say, more modern. And the good people at Discovery Optics sent me this scope. So I obviously can't put a scope like this on my side-mounted Model 94 Winchester. So I thought, well, I'll shift gears and put together a rig for long-range shooting, which I did years ago, and it's always actually fun, you know, hitting it at longer ranges. But mainly the star of this show, well, the rifle's excellent, but it's a Browning A-Bolt 2, I think, A-Bolt 3. A-Bolt 3, 300 Winchester Magnum. It's got a 20 MOA rail by Leopold. And with this Discovery Optic, what is it? It's the high is 25, the low is 5. Unbelievably clear glass. A scope like this, a few years ago, would have been like 5 or 6 grand. I don't know what they are now, but I was just shooting. It's so clear. The big knobs, you know, that's sort of counterintuitive. In the old days, the turrets were considered like sacred ground, and you would cover them with steel caps so that nobody could ever crank anything around. This scope has all kinds of features, so you can lock on settings. It also has a level in it. And frankly, I haven't even explored all of the aspects of this scope. What did we put on here? West Hunter rings. Oh, I'll tell you why I bought these. This is interesting. So I got the scope, and it turned out it was a lot bigger than I thought it would be. And it comes with everything, by the way. You get a cleaning brush and a cloth and everything except the mounts. Anyway, I wasn't sure which rifle I was going to put it on. I didn't want to create a monster rig, and like even this one is a little bit heavy, and hopefully I'm not a weak person, but I didn't want to have a rifle that was 20 pounds. My objective was long-range rifle, Magnum cartridge, under 10 pounds with a scope that allows you to hit at extreme long range. I think that's safe to say that this scope does. And this whole rig came out on my postal meter at 9 point some pounds. The stock was too low, so I put on this maybe ugly cheek piece, but actually works quite well. What we'll do is take a couple of shots, and I'm not going to do justice because we should be shooting at 500 or 800 yards. But my main objective was to let you know these are excellent scopes, and for the price, actually quite remarkable. So let's set up here. What do I have? I have some old Remington 190 grain pointed soft point boat tails. And then I picked this up too. Neat ammo. Remington managed recoil. It's 150 grain. So that'll be probably easier to shoot. Although I just fired the 190 and I didn't notice much. Mind you, out of a 10-pound rifle, usually recoil's okay. Oh, and why did I pick 10 pounds? Because I did a lot of shooting with the Garand, and that's 30-06. This is 300 mag, so I past 10 pounds. You definitely need a bench or something like that. Maybe you guys are stronger than I am, but I could see myself eventually hunting with this at very long range. It's not impossible to handle. Actually, balance is pretty good. Yeah, it would be okay. You can tell I would probably like to have a tree or something to lean against. But I've been, actually just a couple of years ago, I was up in the mountains, and it was a fire break, and I had whatever rifle, but I knew that my rifle, and me as the shooter, wouldn't be able to make the longest shots that could happen on that fire break. As it turned out, the mule deer came out at like 60 yards, not at 650 yards, but that's a different story. This rifle, basically no limitation except for trajectory and the shooter. But let's take a couple of shots with this Discovery Optics scope, and you'll see it working. Beautiful rig, and it gives you a lot of confidence, I must say. It's good field of view, easy to sight in, and yeah, I mean, dollar for dollar, it's pretty remarkable what you get these days. All right, let's take a couple of shots, see what happens. Okay, well, here we go, and just to review, so this, I've probably been saying it wrong. I call them Discovery Optics, but it could be that they're just Discovery Opt, like OPT, I don't know, you can check. And the rings, West Hunter, the rail is a Leopold and the rifle is Browning AB3. And what we do now is we provide links, just because people were saying, where can they get these things? So you just look down and there'll be links and you can just click and hopefully find. I notice that sometimes I go back myself and the stuff is out of stock or whatever, but you know probably better than me how to keep on it and get this equipment if you need it. It also comes with these caps. I didn't have to buy that. Usually I have to buy like Uncle Mike's or something like that, but these are all good. Oh, and this thing, somebody might ask, I don't have a link for this. I had this in a box of recoil pads. I don't know who made this. Maybe Packmeyer years ago. It's just glued on, but it's not a glue that doesn't come off. But this is secure. Anyway, let's take a few shots. So you can tell that round has some, you know, it's a 190 grain bullet, but altogether, I mean, that's a very easy shot, and I've got it on 5 power. So I mean, if I crank this up to 25, I could probably shoot on the top of that hill, which I think we scoped out, or we used the rangefinder, and I think it was maybe 700 yards. But anyway. I'm so used to rifles with floor plates that I frequently forget that you can take the magazine out. And the AB3 has the steel and polymer magazine, so you have it's very easy to feed the magazine. Let's try this 50% recoil stuff. So that's 150 reduced recoil, probably only takes 3. Yeah, it looks like 3. And the other is 190 full velocity. Yeah, that's really cool. They say you don't have to change your point of impact with that reduced recoil stuff. And I aimed just right on the plate, so pretty good. Yeah, this is the kind of rig that gives you total confidence, because you know that after you go to all the effort of setting up the hunt, there's really not going to be anything out of range. Well, not with this scope. And for you fellows, you know, in the military, law enforcement, that like shooting and have to shoot at longer ranges, this is really something else. I mean, I have a Schmidt & Bender that cost me, well, a lot more than this. And I can't say it's, yeah, maybe the glass is better somewhat on the edges of daylight, but this is pretty good. All right, well, a lot of fun shooting. And that 10 pounds is good, 300 mag. You probably saw me, I'm getting hit somewhat, but not that bad. All right, thanks for watching.